This next video is going to show you how to get a file of your customer emails. So then you can have a company like Constant Contact who can send out this email blaster for you. We provide the file out of Rix Enterprise to them, whatever company you choose to use. So what I'm going to show you is how you get that file out of Rix Enterprise. So the easiest way is to go to Reporting up at the top and Data Export and Export Customer Email. This will bring you into the Export Customer Email screen. Looks pretty familiar to your customer list report where you have the same type of criteria that you can select. So if you wanted to save this report, so you could name it and make your selections and save that report, so then you could pull this up at any point in time and run this again. The output method is automatically to Excel since we're giving you an Excel file. So just like the customer list report, we have the different tabs here: report options, report criteria, additional customer criteria, and detail criteria. So you set this up exactly how you want it. So I mean, if you wanted all of your emails, you could click on Clear Criteria and then Add Job and Run. That would give a list of all your emails that you have on file. But if you want to be more specific, like if you want to send out an email blast to only customers that have purchased New Balance, or only customers that have purchased long sleeve t-shirts, or men's trail running shoes, or particular SKUs, then you can be specific on the file that you get by the criteria you select. So just like the customer list report, you have the sort order when selecting in order of, whether you're doing it in order of account number, customer name, zip code, year-to-date purchases, total-to-date purchases, and last year purchases. You have what period would you like to analyze. And then you have the report criteria. This will have, if you want to do a particular store or a store state, a particular customer or customers, city, by customer state, by customer zip, if you only want to do certain zip codes, and then also if you have any custom entries that you only want to do this list for that custom entry. Then you move over to additional customer criteria, and we have what period would you like to find customer added. So if you're only doing it based on when your customers were added, you have that where you can select. What period would you like to find last sale? So if you're trying to get customers that haven't been in your store for a while, this would be a good one to choose. You know, maybe they haven't been in your store for a year or longer. Then you could get a list of just those customers that made their last purchase in a year or longer. If we move down, you have how would you like to filter the sales. So this is where if you want to do just certain dollar amounts, like say for total to date, maybe you only wanted to do from $500 and above, any customers that have spent in that dollar range. So that's what these fields are for, dollar ranges. And then there's how would you like to filter accounts. So if you only want to include accounts with emails, there's the yes or no or non-applicable. So obviously this is going to be a complete email list. Only include accounts with alert, only include top number accounts, like if you want your top 100 customers, you could put 100 in that field and that would give you your top 100 customers. If you had any frequent buyer in your store, it would list this information here. And then there's also the detail criteria tab. So this is where you can really narrow it down. So if I only wanted to send an email to people who had purchased New Balance, I could put in that code and select just New Balance, and it would only send that email to my New Balance customer. Or I could be specific to class as well. If I clicked on the drop down and maybe I only wanted to send the email to men's footwear or just men's trail or men's stability or a couple different ones, I could be selective here. I could do it by color, by SKU or SKUs, even by sizes. So if I'm trying to send out an email to everybody that has purchased size 14, I have a bunch of size 14s in my store and I want to try to get rid of them, I could do it by size as well. Either by column, which would be like your size, row would be more like your width. I could do it by return code, by salespeople, if you have any product custom entries. And this is the period that I generally use when I'm choosing a sales period. So what period do you want to find any sale? So then I can be selective here. If I want to put a date range in, I can just use this selected dates. Or I can choose any one of these, month to date, previous season, year to date, today, yesterday, any of these fields for the sales dates. There's what is the range of ticket quantities sold, and there's how would you like to filter the sales. This would be if I wanted to say anybody that had purchased New Balance but had spent between $200 and above just with New Balance, then I could put that dollar range down here and I could go up to the supplier and put New Balance. This way it only looks at people that have spent between $200 and above just for the New Balance product. You can also exclude certain criteria. So if you wanted everybody but New Balance, you could put the New Balance code and click on the exclude, and that would exclude New Balance from this list. Once I have the criteria that I want, I can click on Add Job and Run. Whether I'm doing all of my emails or whether I'm being selective, like this example. Here I'm just going to click on Clear Criteria because I want to do an email blast to all of my customers that have an email on file. So that's where I would click on this Clear Criteria. That's really all I'll have to do if I want to get an entire list of all my emails. Just click on Clear Criteria and Add Job and Run. Even on this additional customer criteria down at the bottom, I do not need to select only include accounts with email yes, because since I'm in export customer email, it knows that I'm doing emails anyway. So that's all I have to do is I just do Add Job and Run, and then once I do that, it's going to bring us to the report history. So once I'm to the report history, I see this export customer email, and I can just click on this, and I can click on Open, and that's going to open this up on the screen. I can also save it somewhere to my hard drive into a folder if I wanted to save it. I could just click on Save, put whatever folder I wanted to have it in, and click on Save. Since I'm going to open it up, I'm going to click on the item, and I'm going to click on Open. This now brings up my entire list of customers with emails. So from here, if I wanted to delete some columns, I could. Like if I only wanted emails, because if I move over to the right, you'll see this is where the emails are at. So if that's the only thing that I wanted in this file, I didn't want any of this other information, because we also provide for you account number, customer name, first name, last name, address. So if you don't want any of that and you just strictly want email addresses, then we can delete these columns. So if I just click on it, click on Delete, it's going to be gone. And I can do that for the other columns as well. So as you can see, I've gone through and I've deleted all of my columns just by clicking on it, right click and delete, and it's gone. Now I'm down to just my email addresses, and that's all I want to provide to whatever company is going to send out this email blaster for me. So from here, if I wanted to just email this Excel file to whoever it is that's doing my email blaster, whether it's Constant Contact or another company, up at the top, you should have where you can click on Email, and this will automatically attach this file for you. If you don't have those icons up at the top to email and print and save, just let us know and we can help you with the toolbars getting those added. It's not really a Rix Enterprise thing, it's more of a Windows thing. And now it has added this Excel file, so I could email it to whoever I want, and they probably already have the email message that I want. If not, I can attach whatever, if you do a Word document on your email message that you're going to be sending to your customers, and send it, and boom, they have it. And that's all there is to it. If you want to get a file from Excel in Rix Enterprise to send to a company to send the emails for you.